Guys, we are back for another video. So we're going to talk a lot about Sparking Zero today. There was a playable demo at Summer Games Fest, and I mean, very clearly there was an embargo up until today. We got a lot of official kind of like footage and stuff like that from a lot of different news outlets. I saw some Spanish footage. We have some new Japanese footage, right? I just pulled up a bunch of stuff. I figured we'd just kind of take this video to look at kind of like a lot of the different things that we got going on with Sparking Zero. To me, like, it's like I've been very excited with Sparking Zero, but it's like I don't know. Like I feel like with like games in general, like I try not to let my expectations go too crazy. Like the way people are talking about this game, like up to this point, it's like this is the savior of like gaming and Dragon Ball and everything. But like I mean, I can't help but look at a lot of the stuff we saw today and bro, like it's just it's better than I could have dreamed. Like this actually seems like this is legitimately going to be the second best Dragon Ball game ever. Because, I mean, Dokkan, guys, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan is one, obviously. But, I mean, this is looking like the #2 Dragon Ball game ever for free. So there's a lot of different things we could look at. We have this game mode showcase. We have Nano's video pulled up here. Oh, let me make sure to drop a like right there. We got Afro's video here. Let me also make sure to drop a like there. And then just lots of other various info and stuff like that. So I did see this one right here. So the Sparking Zero demo from Summer Games Fest was based on an outdated build. Some of the issues are fixed in a Japanese demo. Camera's better, and then glitches regarding giant characters are minimal. So we're potentially, I mean, we're still several months out, right? We're about 4 months out before this game actually comes out, so they could get some last minute finishing touches on it. But yeah, this game is looking really good. Looks like this is going to be a very fun, very crazy game for a while too. Now, one other thing I should mention, I guess I could do this here. Remember that like every big game like this, like I don't know, like a lot of people, it seems like, dream of being like YouTubers and stuff like that nowadays. Every time like a new huge like game kind of comes up, like it's gonna bring like Dado. Like think of Dado, man. Dado, again, I met him. Dude is legitimately the funniest man ever. Like he's just as like, I promise he's just as funny. Like right, like just hanging out. Like Dado like explodes from like fighters, right? Like there's gonna be, I mean, I don't want to say like a new Dado, but like we're gonna get like, a new wave of like, YouTubers and kind of just like fresh blood into the anime community, like, gaming, whatever we want to say, from Sparking Zero. Sparking Zero to me looks like it's going to have that level of impact. And it's like, again, DLC is going to be a huge thing. Remember, Daima's coming at the end of the year. Daima, like, if Daima is super fire, and then, like, it's, like, super exciting, and then we got it in Dokkan and Legends, and Xenoverse 2 gets Daima, and Sparking Zero, and, like, it's going to be crazy, right? All right, so we looked at this one. I mean, I guess we could just kind of take a look at this showcase here. I don't know how good my audio levels are going to be for this. This looks like it'll probably be pretty good.
A test of power. I guess we'll see. This will be when the true battle begins.
This is the same true power!
Into 1,000,000 pieces, just like I did that earlier.
You talking about thrilling? Don't you dare! I'm not going to hell.
All right, hold on here. Let's skip ahead a bit, because this is just the same Games Fest trailer we saw, right? A lot of it does look pretty good. Like, got a lot of good character stuff. All right, gameplay showcase.
皆さんこんにちは。ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロのメインプロデューサーの古谷と申します。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。先ほど皆様に見ていただいたのは6月上旬に公開したトレーラーでした。映像にもありました通り、本作は10月10日に発売決定いたしました。応援してくださっている皆様には改めて感謝申し上げます。発売を楽しみにお待ちいただけたらと思っています。 今回はトレーラーではお伝えしきれなかった2つのゲームモード、エピソードバトルとカスタムバトルの詳細を新規ゲーム
Yeah,
映像を使用
this
して
looks
お伝えいたし
crazy.
ます。
I saw a lot of like
まずは
some
エピソードバト
screenshots
ル
and
です。
stuff like that.
このモードは悟空やベジータなど8人のキャラクターから選んだキャラクター目線で原作の物語に沿ったシチュエーションのバトルを楽しめる一人用のモードです。物語の流れやシチュエーションが分かる導入パートと実際にプレイするバトルパートをクリック
That feels like maybe like kind of like the Raging Blast 2 mode, but potentially a lot better. Like Raging Blast 2 had a mode. It's been a long time. I've never really gone back to that game. Right, that was in what, 2010? Something like that?
繰り返しながら進めていくものになっております。
So we got the Raditz stuff, of
キ
course.
ャラクターごとにボリュームは
Yeah,
様々で
damn,
す
dude.
が、
And then all the
最も長い
DLC
悟
they're
空
gonna
に
be
ついて
adding,
は
it's gonna be
ドラゴン
crazy,
ボール
man.
Z のラディッツとの戦いから始まり、ドラゴンボールスーパーの力の大会編の戦いまでのバトルステージが
So it goes up to the Tournament of Power. Okay. So I mean, I guess that wouldn't include the Broly movie, which takes place after. Obviously, Superhero we know is going to be DLC, and I mean, Goku doesn't really fight much besides his fight with Vegeta in there. Okay, I mean that's interesting. Sure.
が用意されています。原作で苦戦していた相手と歯ごたえのあるバトルが楽しめるようになっていたり、一部の
The
物語パートは
legendary like
一人称視点
beginning.
で
Oh,
楽
this
しめ
is
るなど、
cool. Okay.
キャラクターとしての体感を味わえるものに
Oh,
なって
that's
いま
what
す。
they showed in the trailer. I see.
一部のステージに限られますが、物語のターニングポイントとなっていた場面での選択やバトルの結果次第で原作とは異なる場面に出くわすこともありますので、ぜひドラゴンボールのキャラクターになったつもりでお楽しみください。
Yeah,
以上
the
が
what
エピソー
ifs,
ドバト
man.
ル
The
の
what
説
ifs are
明と
gonna
な
be
ります。
so crazy, dude.
そして2つ目のモード、カスタムバトルをご紹介いたします。こちらはオリジナルのシチュエーションのバトルを楽しめるモードです。カスタムバトルモードの中にあるエクストラバトルでは、ゲームオリジナル
Yeah,
の
so
さまざまな
this
シチュエー
looks
ション
like
の
you
バト
could
ルをお楽しみいただけます。
like you could actually just create like your own like what ifs and stuff like that. Like this is what I saw most people going crazy with. Like I could just imagine like some of the like people who are much more creative than me are gonna be able to cook up like some crazy videos from this, right? Like damn, this is gonna be
中に
crazy.
は特殊な勝利条件のものや途中でイベント演出が挟まるものなど、通常のバトルとは異なる戦いもお楽しみいただけま
Look
す。
at this.
またエディットモードではプレイキャラクターやバトル前後のカットシーン、会話などをプレイヤー
Bro,
の
like,
皆様
all
が
right, come on, man. Like, we're gonna come back to this, but like, like, you look at a lot of this stuff, this just feels like true love. I don't know. Like, I feel like the team here, just looking at all these clips, like these like modes and stuff like that, it just feels like real passion to me.
Dude, I was so hyped playing, and of course, I'm sure you guys are gonna be excited when you guys get to play it too. We got 3 months to go. We're almost in this. I just sick
this.
Dragon Fist move over here, but I don't know. I was losing it over playing his trucks. He was just so sick to me. Gogeta felt so sick. It's just there was so many cool animations in there, and I was so hyped playing. And of course, I'm sure you guys are gonna be excited when you guys get to play it too.
Shout out to Fidel, man. All right, cool. Then this is a clip from Afro's video. This is Goku doing his this attack he does against damn, I always get it's Rosie. I always get occasionally I get Rosie and Kakunta mixed up. So he's got that. Like they've just put so much in here. Right, like Blue Vegeta apparently has the final explosion, which isn't even Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? It's just Blue Vegeta. Gamma Burst Flash is in here as well. I mean, that is a manga move that's in like nearly everything, right? Like Dokkan has it. Like all these games have the Gamma Burst Flash. You know, we've seen, you know, LR Vegeta and Trunks. I mean, Vegeta does the Gamma Burst Flash in that, right? Like. Yeah, pretty good. This looks crazy. I wanted to just scroll through this. Like, all right, Twitter, like, show us what we got here. So, character select screen has a seamless transition into battle. Oh, I saw people were upset about the character select screen as well. I mistook you for Goku Black. Okay. The first person does look fire. Yeah, so here's what the character select screen looks like. Again, a lot of people were kind of like upset about this. I mean, I guess it does look a little kind of like, I don't know what the word is. Like I think the portraits could have been done in maybe like a little bit of a better kind of like digestible way. But the thing is that eventually this roster is going to be so massive, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, we still at the moment have no confirmed Dragon Ball and no confirmed GT. I do really think GT is probably just going to be heavily DLC. Understand that this, look at, dude, Xenoverse 2 is still going, right? They literally just dropped DLC, right? Like, it's like all these games, it's just the environment of modern gaming, man. It's not enough for them to sell, like, you know, the $70 game, the $60 game or whatever, but they want DLC. And something like this, it's like they're gonna put a lot of major characters I would expect as DLC, right? I mean, it seems like all of Superheroes DLC, even though Superheroes 2 years old, right? Like, Daima makes sense as DLC because Daima's not even out yet. That makes sense. But, like, I think, like, GT, to me, I do think, I don't really see why they would hold back on OG Dragon Ball. GT, they can market these packs with led by Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, they'll sell the shit out of GT. Like, it's so obvious, right? That, like, it seems like that's what they're gonna do with GT. OG Dragon Ball, though, I mean, Kid Goku is very popular, and, like, you know, there's some characters, but for the most part, it's like, it's just nowadays, like, people mostly are not like, you know, oh, damn, dude, the Tao Pai Pai fight was top 5. Like, people are not talking like that, right? Like, again, the series, the franchise at this point is carried by the Saiyans and specifically Super Saiyans, right? People want to see Gogeta versus Broly. They're not really looking for Kid Goku versus Tao, unfortunately. It's just how it is. So, but because of that, I do think that they should try and cram some of these OG Dragon Ball Saga characters in here. You know, again, Tao, Kid Goku, Demon King Piccolo, Piccolo Jr., all those types of characters, I do think probably they should get them in base. And then, you know, again, Superhero, GT, that stuff makes sense as kind of like DLC. And of course, there's going to be, we haven't really seen, we haven't seen movie stuff. Well, Z movie stuff. Like, we know, obviously, the Superhero, Gogeta, and Broly are there. But we've seen no Z movie stuff. So maybe they'll hold a lot of that back as DLC. I guess, I mean, you know, they could hold a lot of those characters back. I guess that would make sense. So you got that. So again, the roster's pretty good. Let's see what we got. So we got Kid Gohan right there. Then that's kind of like the Buu Saga Gohan. Is that the Cell Games Gohan? No, I think that's Buu Saga, Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2. Piccolo Krillin, Yamcha Tien. We got the Dragon Ball Super Trunkses. There's Gogeta's. So Frieza. Do we have the earlier Namek Friezas? It's probably just Final Form Frieza, huh? Bergamo. There's 17, 18 Dr. Zero birders in there. Yeah, dude, man, it's going to be so much fun just playing with 200 character roster. And, I mean, it's like, you know, back in the day, every character, you know, full power energy blast and shit like that. Oh, here's the local multiplayer. So I think it's probably in the video I clicked off of that we could get back to in a second. But they did say that local multiplayer is going to be exclusively in the time chamber. So it looks like it's, you know, they might have the producers have their ears to the streets here, and they saw people talking about, like, you know, we want local multiplayer and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a last minute addition. And again, they did say it's just going to be in the hyperbolic time chamber. Here's this again. We're going to get back to that. So here's, yeah, dude.
Very sick. Look at
From
this guy
Dotto's
go.
video.
I feel like they captured the buff Majin Vegeta look a lot better than I've seen in any other Dragon Ball game, not gonna lie. So there, and here it is.
Farewell, Bulma, Trunks, and even you, Kakarot.
Very sick. Look at this guy go. I feel like they captured the buff Majin Vegeta look a lot better than.
That looks pretty good. Fusion is permanent after you do it. Okay. Yeah, so I saw this. I think this was in Nano's video. I was clicking around in here. Yeah, here's Nano just going through the character select screen. Nano, like, he said that they had only 30 minutes. Like, you know, sit down, set up equipment, record. Like, they did not have a ton of time to be able to actually sit down and get through this. But, like, there is... Oh, dude, that's the Broly windscreen, right there. But they did say... Here, let's see what Nano says about that.
Broly is so sick, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro hits that JoJo pose, man. He's hitting it like Dio, Broly. Okay. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of, like, mid-battle transformations and stuff like that. I'm not... Damn, it would be tough to find. I guess that's something I should have had ready to go before we actually jumped in. There's some story mode and stuff like that. I'm actually kind of liking this tab right here because there's so much, like, little tidbits and trickles of information that came out today with all the Sparking Zero stuff. So this is actually pretty good. Yeah, this looks ridiculous. This is from Indakuba's video. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty good, man. Okay, so, you know, remember back in 2007 or whatever, right? It's like, you know, we have 150 characters or whatever, but, like, every character does, like, you know, full power energy wave and shit like that. Whereas, like, it's gonna feel a little bit better, like, if it's just gonna look this good, right? Yep, we got the custom mode. So there's a thing that happens here where in the world tournament stage, I guess if you use some major ki blast attack, it can cause the crowd to kind of, like, scatter. And then the fight can kind of take place a little bit more around the city rather than just, like, it confined to the arena. There's a split screen stuff. There's a tweet from Syria X. Cool. There's that. All right, looks like we got through probably a lot of the major things that's in here. All right, let's jump back over. What else do we have here? Okay, so this, I've seen a lot of controversy with this. I mean, I get it because, like, the thing is, there's always going to be, like, a really huge fan of, like, every character. So it's like, let's read what this says. I'm not sure where this is from. I don't think this is not from that video. Okay. Yeah, okay, what's the appeal unique to the Sparking series, which, again, was Budokai Tenkaichi that, you know, most of us outside of Japan know. Right there, look at that. Even though it's the same fighting game, rather than fighting strictly on equal terms like in Fighters, it's designed to focus on Dragon Ball-like action. In that sense, the strong characters in the game are strong, and the weak characters have a hard time. I've seen a lot of people upset about that. I'm kind of neutral. I mean, I feel like I try and take a realistic approach to this. Like, especially when I'm talking about, like, Dokkan Anniversary and stuff like that. Like, people gotta understand, again, fusions are the sellers. Super Saiyans are the sellers. Like, it's just, you know, like they're building everything around those types of characters. It's literally just how it is. So it's like if you want to be a Krillin main or something like that, you're going to need to be putting in that extra hours in the lab to be very, very, very good. Okay. Let's head back over here. Let's watch a little bit more.
自由に設定してオリジナルのバトルを作ることができます。そして作ったものはアップロードして世界中のプレイヤーの皆様と共有できますので、ぜひ皆様の思い描くシチュエーションのバトルを披露し合って楽しんでいただけたらと思っております。エクストラバトルを含め既存のバトルをカスタマイズして新たなバトルを作ることもできますので、ぜひいろいろなバトルを作って遊んでみてください。以上、エピソードバトルカスタム。
Oh yeah, it didn't say Hercule. Okay, interesting.
バトル2つのメインモードのご紹介でした。またゲームモードに加え、皆様から多くの声を頂戴しているオフラインバトルに関してもお話ができればと思います。
Oh
本作
yeah,
は
th-
プ
this
レイヤー
is
の皆
yeah,
様が
okay.
どれだけドラゴンボールのキャラクターになりきった体験ができるか
This
という
game
こと
looks
に
so
フォーカス
good,
して開発を進めてまいりました。気を高めるだけで風が巻き起こったり
Like, it's like-
天気が変わったりバトルの余波で岩や建物が豪快に壊れたりなど超パワーをより気持ちよく
Like, I don't want to go like on and on and on about it, but I never really was a big fan of the way Xenoverse looked. I feel like, I mean, this is an opinion part, right, for me, but I would Sparking Zero to me, I mean, of course it looks better with its, you know, Xenoverse 2 is 8 years ago, right? Like that's not like understand that I'm not just directly saying that, but just like the art style, like just kind of like the way the models look. It's the same thing with Legends, because Legends is like very like it's like that Xenoverse style. Like I like this kind of like art style, like to me is just a little bit more appealing.
体感できるよう最新のプラットフォームだからこそ実現できるさまざまな演出をリアルタイムに描くようにしています。
Oh, Super Vegeta.
それら
Okay.
の表現とかつてのような画面分割でのローカル対戦とを両立させるのは困難であったものの皆様により良いゲーム体験を提供できるよう今作ならではの形を模索しオンラインでの対戦を前提とした一人用のゲームとして開発を進めてまいりました。ただ少しでもより多くの方多くのシチュエーションで遊んでいただきたいと思い結果精神と時の部屋限定で画面分割対戦を実装できることとなりました。もともと一人用前
God,
提で
Goku
作って
vs.
きておりま
Goku
したた
Black.
め
Gotta love
バ
that.
トル開始前のキャラクター選択画面では2人同時に選択ができず切り替えが必要といった不便な箇所が残ってしまいますが身近な人とお楽しみいただけると嬉しいです。今回ご紹介させていただくゲーム内容は以上となりますが本作の魅力がお伝えできていれば幸いです。
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
少し先発売より少し先に本
So the
発
play
売より
3-day early shit, that's kind of a practice. I do hate that the games industry is taken up, but whatever, right? Summon Shenron, sure. And then there we go. 20 plus playable characters. We'll see what that's going to look like. Again, I assume DLC 1 is Superhero, DLC 2 is Daima, and then DLC 3. I don't see. The thing is too, like Daima, like, are they gonna just wait like for whatever, like however long, however many episodes Daima is? Are they just gonna wait and then just drop like a full pack with all the characters afterwards, or are they gonna like slow drip feed them, right? Like while it gets released on the in the anime? Like, cause like we know, like again, like Legends and Dokkan, it's like there's gonna be a big battle, and then the games are gonna have the Daima stuff probably pretty soon afterwards. Because unlike, you know, like Superhero, which, you know, just, well, we're not gonna get into it, but the point is this time there was a lot of preparation, right? And like the games are gonna be ready to drop these characters with the like the stuff. Not like it wasn't like that with Superhero, right?
少し先に本編をプレイすることができるアーリーアクセスが入
Early
った
unlock
デジ
for
タル
Gogeta
デラ
and
ックスエ
Broly,
デ
of
ィションや
course.
アルティメットエディションなどさまざまな販売形態を
So yeah, they got the power pole, right? There's a lot of the same stuff that we've already seen.
用意しておりますのでチェックしていただければ幸いです。予約特典はキャラクター6体の早期開放券に加えプレイヤブルキャラクター1体が手に入るものになっ
All right, now I've seen a lot of talk. Let's see what he says.
ておりますのでお見逃しなく。他にも本作に登場するキャラクターに焦点を当てたキャラクタートレーラー
All right, I've seen a lot of talk about this character. I would imagine that this is probably like I've seen like, oh, it could be like Beast or something like that. I mean, it could be. I would think that this is something like along the lines of Android 21. What was the character from Kakarot? Banyu, right? Shallot in Legends. Like I don't. This could be like a game, like a Sparking Zero exclusive character, right, or something along those lines. I don't necessarily think that this is just gonna be like Beast or something. I mean, if we wanted to go really left field, you know, to get very interesting, something like, imagine if it was like Ultra Ego Vegeta. I mean, manga characters are not gonna be in the games yet. It just is so stupid. Shueisha, Toei, they just don't want money because it's just like the manga. there's so many, like Black Frieza, Ultra Ego Vegeta, Granola, Moro, you know, UI Goku with the, you know, Susano. Like, there's so much stuff they've got in there.
プレイヤブルキャラクター1体が手に入るものになっておりますのでお見逃しなく。他にも本作に登場するキャラクターに焦点を当てたキャラクタートレーラーも公開しておりますのでぜひご覧ください。引き続き発売に向けて全力を尽くしてまいりますので、今後ともぜひドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロをよろしくお願いいたします。
They're putting their all into it. Hell yeah, we could tell. Goat. Good job. Well done. Shout outs to the team, because Sparking Zero does look like it's going to be just as good as we hoped. Let me know what you guys think. We'll probably end here. We covered a lot of info. Yeah, I mean, Sparking Zero looks to be game of the Millennium.